What is up, folks? This is Andrew with MyWatchAddiction.com, and today we're going to take a look at a Blacklist Streetmatic Chronograph from Blacklist Watches. Now, of course, because we're doing an unboxing and review of the Blacklist Streetmatic Chronograph, I am, of course, wearing my Streetmatic S5 automatic for the watch of the day. This Blacklist Streetmatic S5 is one of 75 made with this specific color combination and dial, and I'm extremely happy to have this guy in my collection. Now, if you guys have not seen my videos before, I definitely suggest smash that subscribe button down there on the right-hand corner of the screen so you can follow us in the future. On average, we are releasing about 2 videos a week on Mondays and Fridays, so definitely come back and check it out. Anyway, guys, let's tear into this Streetmatic Chronograph. So I first came across Blacklist Watches via the watchgang exchange initially. I actually happened to run into Justin, the owner of Blacklist Watches, in the exchange, got talking to him one day, and then started looking at some of their watches. In the past, I've had a whole slew of Blacklist Streetmatics. I've had the S3, the S4, the S5, and I believe I actually have another Blacklist Streetmatic automatic to review with you guys in the future also that's been sitting. But decent packing in the box. Let's get this guy open. So we've got the Blacklist outer box. I'll open this up. See a nice leather inner box with the Blacklist logo right there. We get it out here. We have the Blacklist Streetmatic manual right there that came right along with it. Bunch of cool information about the movement in this watch, in this manual and the operation of this watch, but that's not why you guys are here. You guys are here to take a look at this Blacklist with me. So if we open this guy up, and in here we have the warranty card. You can see the warranty card right there. And the model number that I went with, which you guys might have trouble seeing there, it's a Blacklist Streetmatic Chronograph SM005. And then, of course, the date and the signature. And this is the beauty that I picked up. You guys know my love for black and red, so how could I go wrong with a black and red Streetmatic? Incidentally, just want to point out, guys, real quick, this is a really nice watch box. The leather in this watch box actually reminds me of the leather in my Jeep. I mean, it's almost got like that cushiony seat material leather to it. I'm sure that goes right along with Blacklist's racing inspired designs to their watches, but really neat little watch box. As we zoom in on this watch, let's take a walk around it and find out what it's all about. First thing that I noticed that caught my attention is very typical to a lot of Blacklist designs is that carbon fiber dial design. That's what originally attracted me to the Streetmatic S3 that I had. Just that carbon fiber design is extremely deep, looks really nice on a watch in my opinion. But the thing that I think is pretty cool about this dial design are those applied and raised indices at the hour markers, along with the applied and raised numbers at that 12 and 6 o'clock position. I think it adds a little bit of dimension to this dial, which I think is pretty sharp. Also, you'll see those sub-dials are also recessed a little bit into that carbon fiber dial. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that or not. And then, of course, that red chapter ring around the outside, or those accents, I think are really good looking on this stainless steel watch. If you're curious about the size of this watch, this is actually a 44mm case with a 12mm case thickness. The strap on this watch tapers from 22mm down to 20mm at the buckle. And the buckle, incidentally, does have the Blacklist logo right there on it, as well as micro adjustments right there within the buckle. We come over to the side, you see those pushers and then the Blacklist logo on that screw down crown. Now that screw down crown helps give this watch 10 ATM water resistance, or 330 feet. The glass on the front of this watch is a sapphire coated mineral crystal. And the last thing that I can tell you about this watch right now, outside of the fit and finish is on point, this watch is actually powered by a Seiko VK64 Meca-Quartz movement. Now, if you're not familiar with the Meca-Quartz movements, they give chronographs or quartz watches the functionality to look a little bit like an automatic watch. And you guys have seen me talk about the Meca-Quartz movements with the flyback chrono that I have in the Aragon Sky Guardian. Real fan of these movements, but if we take a look here, we've got that typical click of that second hand, a little bit smoother. And then of course we have the snapback operation of that Meca-Quartz movement in this chronograph. One thing you'll notice about this watch, there is no second indicator, and that's part of the design stylings that Justin built into this watch. Right there at the 3 o'clock position, you have a 24-hour subdial, and then of course the 60-minute counter for the chronograph functionality is right there at the 9 o'clock position. As I mentioned earlier, I picked up this Blacklist Streetmatic Chronograph on pre-order directly from blacklistwatches.com. Now, on pre-order, this watch went for roughly $250, $249.99 was the pre-order price on this watch with that Meca-Quartz chronograph movement that's in it. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these for yourself, I recommend you hop over to their website at blacklistwatches.com. They are going to be a little bit more expensive now because they're no longer on pre-order, but I'm telling you right now, in my experience, both from a customer service standpoint as well as a product build quality standpoint, I'm a huge fan of these Blacklist watches, so definitely go check them out. Incidentally, Justin, the owner of Blacklist Watches, is one of those types of microbrand owners that is extremely into communicating, whether it be on social media, pretty much on social media, whether it be on Instagram or on Facebook. He's active in a large number of watch Facebook groups, as well as has his own Blacklist only Facebook group that he operates. Now, the nice thing about the Blacklist Facebook group is that in there he bounces design ideas as well as information about future watches that he's working on off of his members of the group. What better way to find out what your customer wants than to talk to them directly? And that's kind of what that Facebook group is all about. It's to celebrate Blacklist watches in general and use it as a sounding board for him to learn from his customers. So I'm going to post up a link to that Blacklist Facebook group in the description section below. If you have any interest in Blacklist watches or just want to have a chance to talk to Justin and learn more about his designs and what his goals are for this Microbrand Watch Company, definitely go ahead and join that Facebook group and have a chat with him. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If you want to see this watch on my wrist or any other watch on my wrist on a daily basis, don't forget you can follow us at Instagram /watchaddiction.us. Thank you guys and have a great week.